Why do we feel alone even when we're not? You can have friends, you can have family. You can have people around you every day and still feel like nothing. Still feel invisible, empty, alone. That's one of the weirdest things about being human. You can be surrounded by loved ones and whatever else and still feel like you're nothing. There's a difference between being around people and being understood. You can laugh with friends and still feel like they don't really know what's going on inside you. You can sit at a dinner table with family and feel like you're carrying all those thoughts you never said out loud. They're in your head, I should say. Loneliness isn't about numbers or who's around you, it's about connection. You don't feel alone because nobody is there. You feel alone because nobody sees the real you. And I feel like I'm gonna get deep for 1 minute. I feel like cause nobody knows what's going on inside your head. I feel overwhelmed. I feel like nobody understands me. Because nobody does. Only I do. And sometimes I don't even understand me. Which is weird. I get overwhelmed with all these thoughts. How am I gonna do it? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna make this money? How am I gonna make it? How am I blah blah blah? How am I going to do the thing that I want to do? How am I going to become the man that I need to become for my future wife and future family? How am I gonna become the man that God has sent me to this earth to become? I always have these thoughts. I don't have any answers for them. I don't know. I don't know why. Most people are walking around with masks. And I try to break mine. And most of the time I do. Most of the time. We all say I'm good. I'm fine. Oh, it's whatever. But inside, they're stressed out. They're doubting themselves. They're fear. They're scared. There's questions we don't want to ask out loud. We hide because we don't want to be a burden. We don't want to be weak. We want to be misunderstood by the society. And when you hide long enough, you start to feel invisible. I need to take my own advice because I feel invisible. But that's the thing. There's only like parts of me. Sometimes I feel invisible, sometimes I don't. We live in a time where everyone looks connected on group chats, followers, likes, stories, whatever. Social media fucking sucks. But on the surface, seeing people's highlights of the day can make you feel behind. Like everyone else is moving forward, but you're stuck. But most people are just as confused as you are. The worst part isn't just feeling alone, it's feeling like nothing. Like you don't matter, you're not important, and if you disappeared, nobody would care. Like if you disappeared, it wouldn't change anything. You look at someone else's success, and you measure yourself against that. Because you're measuring yourself inside against somebody else's outside. Even when people don't understand you, God does. You may feel unseen by people, but you're not unseen by him. And that matters more than you think. Because your value does not come from attention. It comes from identity. And your identity is not built on how loud the room is or whatever. It's built on who created you. Sometimes feeling alone isn't a punishment. Sometimes it's growth. Because you need to walk alone to find yourself. To grow yourself. Sometimes growth is when you're growing into something bigger. Not everyone will relate to you. Where you are mentally or physically or whatever. When you start thinking differently, dreaming differently, believing differently, it can create distance, yeah. Not because you're better or whatever, but it's because you're changing. You're becoming, you're growing into a person that nobody else can see, that nobody understands, I should say. Don't ignore it, don't numb it, don't bury it. Ask yourself, am I actually alone? Or am I just not being honest? Sometimes the first step is opening up to one person. Not everyone, just one. Your wife, your husband, your best friend. And sometimes the first step is getting quiet with God and being real. No perfect words, just be honest. If you feel alone right now, you're not broken. You're human. You don't feel nothing because you are nothing. You feel empty because something inside you wants more in life. More meaning, more connection, more purpose. And that's not weakness, my friend, my brother, my sister. That's awareness. You're not invisible. You're not forgotten. You're not nothing. Even when it feels quiet, you matter more than you realize. Never give up. Never give in to the doubt. The darkness that is inside of all of us. Keep fighting. And don't let it win.